Hi everybody, this is just a fun, relaxing video, and I thought I'd just go over some things that I discovered in my and just looking over my collection and just taking some of my beautiful purchases to the next level. As some of you know, and some of you may not have had the opportunity to know, is that I have decided for the year of 2023 that I am not purchasing any more luxury handbags for the rest of the year. I did a hard stop once I purchased the Graceful MM. It gave me my whole life when it came to luxury handbags. I don't know what made me wait on her. I was not attracted at all to the Delightful. It was just something about the pipings and all the vachetta leather around it, and then with the MM, I guess, or GM with the zipper thingy going on. I just never was attracted to the Delightful. I had one for maybe a week, and I gifted it off to my sister, who actually loves it, but it's just not my cup of tea, right? So I'm going to show you what I actually love. I actually have two purchases and I've gotten several, I've bought several purchases at the ending and at the ending of 2022 and the beginning of 2023 that has satisfied me thoroughly. Um, with my luxury handbag purchases, and I want to be able to get the full enjoyment out of those bags before purchasing anymore. I just feel like just purchasing and purchasing and purchasing bags over and over again, you'll never just stop. And then basically, you'll have all these luxury handbags and just a floral amount of them, and none of them are really getting used. So it was my desire to be able to fully use the investments that I invested in and be able to get the full use out of them before I even dream about purchasing something else. I may not even purchase any new handbags in 2024 because I have enough, you guys. I mean, I'll probably buy SLG every now and then, a keychain, a twilly or something like that every now and then, but very seldom will I even dream about in 2024 of another luxury handbag. I'm just being real about it. So without further ado, I want to show you what I did. Now, with the NOE GM, which you guys know that was one of my um, most beloved purchases this year as well. With the vachetta leather and all that kind of stuff, and my fears about it, and me using the Apple Guard for protection. Also doing where is it? I knew once I started my video, I'd lose it, but I've been conditioning it with leather conditioner. I can't find it right now, but it's of the same brand of the Apple Guard, and just really been treating it and making sure that I keep up on it, because this one of those lifetime bags that came out in 1934. Her sheer existence didn't was because someone requested to make a bag to put champagne bottles in. And time digressed. We caught on. The ladies caught on. We was like, that's not gonna be just a champagne bottle, Louis. We want to carry that in our collection. Bam, the No has joined the female collection and has been there since 1934. And it's been in existence since 1934. It came into our collection years later, and we can't get enough of it. So one of the issues with the No GM was the ties, right? People struggled with the ties. It almost became a turnoff with the ties because I didn't know, like the Neo No had the drawstring, and then most of them all had the drawstring. So I was like, I found the video with the young lady who really got me very interested in buying the GM No, and I went through the steps on learning how to tie the knot to where I won't have to retie it every time I go into the bag. So I was digging that. After a while, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. While it worked for several people, that just was not my jam. I found it just every time I still had to pull it, re-pull it, shape it, and all that. And I feel like after a while, the straps of the vachetta is going to get worn out for me having to tug on it, pull it through, re-drawstring it. Each and every time I got to go into the bag, it just became a nuisance. So what I did is I went through Amazon, and I said, I wonder if I can find a vachetta leather drawstring thing, like for the all the other nose or neo nose and all that the the bags that have the vachetta leather through them for drawstring purposes. I wonder if I can find one for the no. And sure enough, Amazon had it, and I am getting my best life. I promise y'all, I am getting my best life. It is so simple to put on. I untied the bottom of these. And just so you know, if you ever get a new Neo GM bag, when you first get them, this is not tied at the bottom. It's straight, right? It's just a straight vachetta leather. It just lays straight until after a while, like all leather, it starts to get kind of soft. And once it gets soft, that's when you can tie it under at the bottom, right? So I untied them, and I just pulled that little strap thing. I just pulled this drawstring thing up there, retied it, and I am getting my whole life. Look at that. Perfect, right? And also, what came with the drawstring, you guys, and I don't think I'll ever need it because this thing is meant to, these vachetta leather will last forever. It came with extra vachetta leather strap. For under $20, I got that vachetta leather drawstring and an extra vachetta leather strap. So if something did ever happen to this, who cares that I got this from Amazon? And who in the heck would know? But yeah, so I got a replacement for that. Even if I never need it, I have it. I have it inside the bag for right now because I'm not carrying her. But hey, that little addition gives me my whole life. I know most of you guys already know about the bag. The No on the inside is that beautiful textile liner with the 1D ring. It's very plain inside. It's a deep hole. I have an organizer in there that I got off of Amazon. It is not a full size organizer. I would say it may even be for like a speedy 30 perhaps. I got it for the No GM, but it is not as big of a capacity, and I really think Amazon sent me the size for the smaller No, right? The PM, and I'm fine because I actually like it, and I don't have to have the No that is filling with capacity. To keep your No looking beautiful all the time, it's a very low maintenance bag, even though it does have a lot of vachetta leather. To calm your fears, to make you feel comfortable with this bag, because I know there's two reasons why people paused on purchasing this bag. It's because of the vachetta leather, and it's because of these can be nerve-wracking strings. All you have to do is purchase like for $20 or less one of these. You can get the one of these from either Amazon, and they have it on Etsy. Very great investment, I promise you. I didn't like tying it and untying it, and I know people said once you tie it, you shouldn't have to retie it. Well, I found myself having to do it sometimes, right? So it became very irritating. And then what I do, especially because the weather's been kind of weird lately, I've been spraying this with the apple spray like every other week. I'm gonna chill on that because I don't think it really needs it that much, because now I wanted to start to get its own rich, beautiful patina protection over it. It has darkened since I received it. When I first got this, it was almost white vachetta, so it's getting you can tell that it's getting better. I was gonna sit outside with her today. I really didn't know if I was going to fulfill that promise because it's very windy in Tennessee right now. If you are aware, we did have a very bad storm that came through many of the southern states last night, and a lot of damage, not a lot of fatality, and I'm very glad about that. But yeah, so just a really chill and relaxed day here in the area to which I live in Tennessee. And I'm probably going to take her out, but there she is. That gave me my whole life. And it's not that I did not appreciate the videos of how to tie it. It's just that it wasn't for me. Some people may be happy with that, just that one little loopy tie. This does it. Now I'm gonna be honest. It does give the bag a different look. From if you know the No GM, it may make you look twice like, oh, I didn't know the No GM came with the drawstring. It doesn't. I purchased it separately from it, and I'm happy with that. I did that, and I don't have any regrets. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think Amazon actually created that for this purpose. Amazon has a lot of things that is very comparable to Louis Vuitton's accessories, such as straps, vachetta straps, vachetta leather parts that may get worn or tore up or something like that. So, you guys, this is one of the purchases that gives me my whole life. She's not one that I'm carrying right now, but I actually love her. So this video is going to be short and to the point. I've added the drawstring to it. It has taken this bag to the next level for me. I'm sure that this will be the next bag that I'll probably be carrying through the month of April. I'm doing monthly bag carries. It's different for me because I'm used to changing my bag out weekly and sometimes daily. But hey, it's doing it for me. I'm getting the use out of the bag. I'm carrying the bag. I'm loving the bag. I'm loving my purchase and my investment. That's my whole thing. So, why buy a bag that you're not carrying, right? If you're not reaching for it, you either really need to sell it, revisit why you even purchased it. If you're not reaching for it, why do you have it? Unless it's a classic bag and you just want it in your luxury line, that makes all the sense in the world. But if you have it in your collection and you're not reaching for it, you never think about it, you never want to even carry it or anything like that, why do you have it? Why do you have it? So that's the question you might want to ask. And that's the question that I asked myself. And the answer was, if I'm not carrying in it, maybe I don't want it. So, yeah, there we go. And I am satisfied, you guys. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I'm delighted. This graceful bag is giving me everything that I wanted to give. She's beautiful. She'll get better in time. I can't wait to grow with her because they say that these lifetime bags, they get better with time, and it shows the different things that you go through in life. So that's why some people refuse to use the Apple Guard, because one thing for certain, Louis Vuitton does not recommend the Apple Guard, right? They don't. You're never going to hear a CA or a SA or anyone from Louis Vuitton say, buy the Apple Guard, use Armor Oil or leather conditioner on your bag, because this is a luxury handbag and you really don't have to use all that. Because to be honest with you, the way Louis Vuitton is getting their whole life right now, if those things were needed, if a spray repellent was something they recommended, if leather conditioner was something that they recommended, guess what? y'all already know what I'm going to say. They would be selling it. They would be marketing it. So they're not going to sleep on what they could be getting out of the consumer. But that's another whole story. So that's, if they're not selling it, that's a clear indication that that's not something that these high price bags actually need. They're supposed to age with time. You take care of them. If you choose to treat it and things like that and it goes left, you void out anything that Louis Vuitton can do for it. So each time you're spraying Apple Guard, each time you're using a leather conditioner that Louis Vuitton did not recommend, and you try to take this back to the luxury house, they're gonna be like, okay, did you put anything on it? Did you use anything on it other than natural, like atmosphere, the weather, things like that, rain or water or something like that? Did you put some kind of chemical on your bag to make it do whatever it did? If you did, or if they found that you did, that voids them helping you out. So you take a risk when you do that. You do. So the bags were meant to age without the treatment, right? But because it has so much vachetta on here, that's the only reason why I decided to use the Apple Guard. Well, most of my bags, like my Never Fools and my bags that have vachetta leather, I haven't used Apple Guard on them. I did not use Apple Guard on them. So I feel safe in saying that I used the product and the purchase the way it was meant to be. So and it's just that simple. But anyway, just getting my whole life, right? So what was I gonna say? Whew. Um what else? What else was I gonna say? I was just marveled after the little investment, under $20, changed the whole look of the bag. I'm happy with it. If I ever just want to tie it, I don't know why I would. All I gotta do is take this drawstring off and tie it like all the other GM nose are tied. Somebody asked me, why does it have the vachetta leather at the top? This is the No GM. There is a No that does not have the vachetta leather frame, and that's the older model. There's different models of the No bag. You can put in No in Google. You can go to Louis Vuitton and look at some of the No's, and you can just go to the generally used sites like rebag.com. There's so many different versions of a drawstring bag such as this, that you're gonna see so many different versions. But this is the original. The only difference between this and the original, this one has a chip in it, and the original has the date code under this little part right here. They removed the date code. This has a chip in it, and any of the newer brand bags have a chip in it. So that's the difference. So this is still on the website today. You can look at this bag on the website today. When you see it on the website today, it's tied with a bow. The model or whatever got it tied with a bow. There is no knots at the bottom. But yeah, this is the bag, right? Um, but yeah, so I am completely satisfied with the investment that I did. I will show you different tips and tricks throughout the year of what I've done to either enhance or play with, add to, get little, trinkets or handbag, little jingle little things or whatever, or twillies or whatever, to just have fun with them. I will do that and just save as much as I possibly can and just get my whole life on enjoying the bags that I have. And I'm at that point where I can truly go back and say, Lisa, you haven't carried that. Let's see how that feels. Lisa, you haven't carried that. Let's see what that feels like to carry her. What about that one? What about that one? And because I had got the what is the name of that? It's a speedy bandolier. Um it's not mimosa. It's like that burnt orange color. I can't think of it, but it was with the fall collection. Y'all know I have not carried that bag. I have not carried that bag. I had it out. I even had things in it, but for some reason, I think I went to my carry-all. But I have not carried that. I have not carried any of my YSL bags. Let me take that back. I carried my blue jean YXL bag, but I have not carried the black one that's just like it in leather. Um, just just going back and investing in my Matisses, my Pochette Matisses. Haven't carried them. Some bags people don't even know I have because I haven't featured them because I haven't carried them. So I need to go back and grab some of those things that good hard earned money was spent in purchasing them and appreciate them and invest in them. So this is the year of going back and reaching and carrying what I already have in my collection, and I'm happy with that. And one day, not today, and probably won't be in a while, because that's a no-no for my husband. I made a promise that I would not do that on social media. Show my designer purse room just for security privacy purposes. He does not wish for me to do that, so I'm respecting my husband's wishes on that. But I can show you different glimpses of what I do have in my collection. How about that? So this is one that I absolutely love. And you'll see her quite often this year. You'll probably see her with a twilly the next time or something. I may even add a longer strap to her, which I have. Some people added the bandolier strap from the Speedy, and some people added the Pochette Matisse strap. Both of them are the same straps at the end. As far as the clasp part, so they'll both fit on this D rings on the side and get my whole life on a different look for the bag. So yep. So any type of changes or anything that I do to her, I'll be sure to include you guys in it. I just want to end by saying, please keep Tennessee in prayer. There's a lot that happened this entire week for us. As you know, the school shooting was right here in Tennessee, and in my hometown, my original hometown. I don't live there anymore, and it has impacted my psyche. It has impacted my husband's psyche, mainly because we have grandkids and we have kids and nieces and nephews, the ages of the victims, and keep their family in prayer. Keep the pastor of the church in prayer who lost his daughter. I don't even know what it feels like to be a child in 2023. I'm gonna be kind of deep, you guys. I don't know what it feels like to be a child in 2023 because the mental anguish, the ability to stay focused. Because let's just really think about it. Any child that's 9 years old right now, we've been going through the pandemic. It's 2023, right? So most of their little life, the pandemic started the ending of 2019. So 4 years. The child may have been 4 or 5 years old. 4 or 5 years old when the pandemic hit, right? So for the last 4 years of these tiny little beings' life, they have been hit with more things than some people have ever experienced in a whole lifetime. They was met with the issues of not being able to go to school or interact with other kids their age because there was a deadly virus outside. So they had to play inside. They had to go to school from home. And then God bless it. God bless it. I'm having a moment, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me digress out of this video. When they finally were able to go back to school, yeah, Keep them in prayer. Keep our children in prayer. Can you imagine what goes through their mind? Can you imagine what they think about each and every time they're separated from their parents and have to go to school and not know what to expect? That's going to be on my other blog, you guys. But it's heavy on my mind right now, heavy on my heart right now. Just a lot going on. So I thought I'd just make a light video about my luxury handbags. And something I love to talk about. It gives me peace of mind, just to talk about my beautiful merchandise. But just keep the entire state of Tennessee, keep the world, the United States as a whole, keep it all in prayer, you guys. Keep it all in prayer. Thank you guys for viewing my videos. If you can, please subscribe, like, and share. I promise you I will continue with the best of content, do's and don'ts for your luxury handbags, what you should purchase, what you should invest in. And these are only my suggestions and my ideas. Some of my things you may not agree with. Some of you might want to buy a luxury handbag every day or every week or every month. So be it, if that's what you would like to do. But I just like to share what I would like to do and take you on my journey with me. So yep, happy me. This was the video about my Noe and the new drawstring addition that I added to it for less than $20. You guys have a peaceful rest of your day and rest of your weekend, and be blessed. And make sure you smile at someone because you never know what they're needing. Be blessed.